Welcome back to Theme Park Wizardry here at Universal Studios Hollywood on the lower lot as the wife goes to ride Jurassic World, and we're going to start our construction update here. We're going to hear 2 times this week, Friday and Sunday. Right now it's Friday. It's a very busy summer crowd, as you can see. Jurassic World's like 80 minutes, but we have Express, thank goodness. I got her the Platinum Pass, so she won't have to wait 80 minutes or 70 minutes now. But all the rides on lower lot are pretty busy. Let me show you this wait time section here. Got 95 for Mario Kart, 80 for Forbidden Journey, 80 for Transformers. The lowest on the lower lot here is Mummy at 55 minutes, and 70 for Jurassic World. Look, 70 for Pets. Studio Tour is not too bad at 35, but 60 for Simpsons. And yeah, so busy summer crowds on this Friday. Alright, so funny story just happened right there. As I was doing the wait time boards, a team member, Universal team member, was actually pointing to my shirt. I have the Spider-Man shirt on right now, and my roommate of Sonda, who you guys seen in the live streams, got it for me for my birthday, but it's not a Disney shirt. He got this like from a custom site. So the guy was asking me where, I got my shirt, but he was pointing at me, and I thought I was in trouble. I was like, oh my gosh, was he pointing at my microphone? Because, I thought there was a problem there, but he's just complimenting my shirt. So that's why if the last clip kind of stopped abruptly, it's because I got a little scared. But let's go up the escalator and talk about the Hillside project. We're going to start our journey here over by the Mummy Wall project, which as you see, has got a tremendous amount of progress. The next phase of the project is commencing. See, the black tarp, black wall stuff material has been installed over there, and there's some dude with the Epic Universe shirt. Looks awesome. But then that was done last week, and now they've finished this side. They're gonna finish up this middle section by today, I'm sure, because this guy's already working on it. Then they're gonna install all the rebar. All this rebar here will go up along the walls here for eventual concrete work, and the actual wall itself, that's the next phase there. As you can see, they're definitely on the ground level. There's no more dirt mounds. They finished cleaning out all the entirety of the dirt mound in just 7 days. It was cleared out actually it was like by earlier this week. It was already cleared out, which is pretty awesome. And they're just like moving again at breakneck speed because they have to get some of this done, or at least enough done so a queue can form here for JC Universe. Technically, what I think they're gonna do is I think by the time Fortnite starts, I think they're gonna push this wall over to this section. They made a nice defined area between the road and the construction site. I think they're gonna do enough work so they can push this wall over there so the queue can go for Jason Universe, and then they can also still work on this project, the wall itself, during Halloween Horror Nights with this nicely defined section you can see right here. That is my guess. Not exactly sure if that's the plan, but that is, I wouldn't be surprised if they do that next, but very excited to see the next phase of this project because, yeah, just a few months ago, I think Universal High posted 4 months ago that all the dirt was all the way up to the top of this wall. They didn't even start this yet, and they cleared all that out in 4 months, and now they're ready to put the wall in its place, and then hopefully we can see we have a permit or something for the actual utility event space, if it's a permanent Halloween Horror Nights structure, if it's like a sprung tent or like a building. Look, I haven't been to Orlando during the Halloween Horror Nights season, so I'm not sure what their sprung tents look like now. I know they're up there all year round, but when I was at Universal Studios Florida, I didn't look for the sprung tent, so I don't know how big they are, but this is about 0.59 acres of space. They say sprung tent, Orlando-sized sprung tents can fit here, but I'm having a hard time visualizing it. I don't know. Can you guys visualize an Orlando-sized sprung tent here? Again, I don't know. I'm just having a hard time visualizing that here. But maybe because it's still an active construction site. So we'll see what it looks like when it's all done. you know, because maybe they're gonna chop some road off. Who knows what they're gonna do? But glad to see this project moving on to the next phase and moving rather quickly. Over at the Fast and the Furious site, we got a lot of progress here. We got the poles for the tarps right over there. And they got some brickwork on the exterior too, which is looking nice. They should get this done next week. And they got still got to put some concrete over there. They also have our first tree. It's hard to see through there, but our first palm tree right there. There'll be a plethora of palm trees around this whole area. The lovely extended tropical Q vibes going on there. Now we're gonna head over to the studio tour for the second time in 2 weeks. Crazy. And then go ahead and check on the coaster car, and then we'll be over at CityWalk. So on Friday, like I said, we didn't get to go see the coaster car because it was date night and we're going on. Wanted to get to Vivo, but here's the coaster car here on Sunday, and I actually moved it on Friday. It was over in a spot we can see it, but now it's where I said it would be, right here on the Bunny Hop Hill. I said last week it's going to end up on the Bunny Hop Hill this weekend, and it'll be finished by next weekend. Because look, all I have to do is go from here through here, and boom. Right where it started. Remember when we first saw the car, it was over here, right on the launch there. And then they went backwards. So it could be done by, I don't know, they're making a lot of progress each day. It could be, let's see, maybe like Monday. It could be done by Tuesday, honestly. Yeah, it can easily be done by Tuesday of this week. So that's pretty awesome. So, certainly by the time we come back next weekend, it'll be done. So that's pretty exciting because hopefully in August we can get some full circuit testing maybe. Because they, again, remember, they've been working on the power, you know, holding all that up. It's cool, like they got the wires hanging from that portion of the track, the stall, to hold up the coaster car overnight and into today on its Bunny Hop Hill. Freaking awesome, man. That's awesome. I really, really can't wait to see what happens next. I hope full circuit testing happens next after the pull-through is done. The pull-through, again, will certainly be done not just by the end of the month, but by, I feel like, Tuesday or Wednesday. I guess the end of the month is on Thursday. So I feel like it will certainly be done by Thursday, but certainly before then, because, I mean, they've been making big progress each day. So I really think it'd be, like, around here by Monday and up there by Tuesday. Especially if you're so close, might as well just finish it off, right? I mean, you start off Tuesday morning here. They're probably like, you know what? Screw it. Let's just get it all the way to the station platform today. Because, I mean, again, you're so close. This will be a pivotal part, though, because, see, this is where the Scream Shield support is. So this section here will be pretty pivotal into making sure that the envelope, doesn't hit anything. I guess the envelope hit some dirt down there, so they'll probably have to dig a little bit more. But yeah, this will be a very crucial part earlier this week, coming week.
I don't have too much of an interest in that.
Mac and cheese scone cones are here from Epic Universe. They're a very popular addition in the Isle of Berk at How to Train Your Dragon area in Epic Universe. Now they're here, at least for the summertime, here at Universal Studios Hollywood. So go ahead and try your mac and cheese cone. There's the brisket, the regular, and something else. And yeah, they're at the City Snacks location right by Secret for Pets and by the Scooby-Doo meet and greet.
Hey, Wizard?
What?
What's that?
Oh my god, the security tower. Alright, so as we walk out here, let me explain what we saw on the studio tour. So, first off, let's talk about the trees behind the Simpsons. There are a bunch of trees, as you know, marked red and orange with red and orange tape. But interestingly enough now, it seems like the red tape has been replaced by blue metal discs. And I looked it up, and it also basically means they're doing like some environmental review for removal. That's what a blue metal disc on a tree means, and there's a bunch of them, a whole row, basically every single tree from that first area right off the studio tour behind the Simpsons to that point C marking has orange tape or has a blue metal disc. All right, also on the studio tour, we went past the new mill structure. And last time I went there, I saw a survey camera. That camera seemed to be gone, but there seemed to be some new markers, some new construction flags and markers. So hopefully that project will get going and go vertical in the coming months. Lastly, from the studio tour, Blum Tram, the rumored Blum Tram, what looks like Blumhouse, is on the chair tram there. All the houses are up, and it's not been officially announced yet if it's Blumhouse or not, but it looks like Blumhouse, and even if it is, they have so many movies that could be so many different properties than when it was here last time. I liked the Blum Tram when it was here at the Hornets last time, so I'm excited for it. All right, so there's a truck backing up. I didn't expect the bus to back up, but as you see right there, I'm gonna zoom in even more. There's a very faded, it's probably been there for a while, but faded blue marker right around this area here, or this great thing, and this is for this Simpsons. Again, it's right by the Simpsons ride. Again, not sure if this connects to the other stuff or how long this has been there, but still, it's very interesting. Something we'll be watching for sure. As every week, I'll try to find some new markers or ones that I may have missed that have been there for a while, because I saw another one over on this side. Right by this fire hydrant, there's kind of a faded white marker there as well. Very, very. So again, pretty tiny. I'm not sure if that relates to anything, but just something I spotted. These two markers coming off the studio tour on Friday. Now Sunday I came back because I wanted to. I was gonna go live, but I also filmed something else around here. So we watched that very closely. And what is that? That might be like a drain or something, or a marker. Let's see. So I'm gonna do a deep dive kind of video on how this is gonna work. This is the security hub update. We just had, by the way, a lovely meal at Vivo. Vivo will always be special to me because one, it's one of the I think it's the best restaurant, not just in CityWalk, but in this entire place. Okay, Vivo is absolutely amazing. Go ahead and try it. Your annual pass discount works there as well. If you have a Universal credit card, a 10% discount works there too. So it's actually pretty affordable to begin with. Like we had an appetizer and 2 meals, and it was $81, but they're like big meals, and it was $69 after the discount. So it really was not too bad for 2 people for big meals. But I'm gonna come back here on Sunday and do a deep dive on this project here, the security hubs, and how it's gonna work. I'm gonna go to each security hub. Right now in this update, we'll go to just the central and the iFly area. But stay tuned for that. So if that interests you and you're curious on how this all works, we're gonna deep dive and take it down. Look, there's a construction vehicle. Look at that. Wow, I wonder where he's going. Wow, I wonder where that crane is going. Is he going to the, over here, or is he going downstairs? When I was driving here, oh, there's another construction vehicle. When I was driving in, when we were driving in, some big trucks, the flatbed truck with a whole bunch of construction materials moved through. I wonder where he's going. Sorry, guys, I'm distracted right now. But hopefully you guys are just crazy about it as me. But I'm gonna come back Sunday and do a deep dive on how this is gonna work. So subscribe for that if you are interested and haven't already. But right now, let's take the latest on this construction update. Like I said, this was gonna be raised up, and I wonder if they're gonna clear out. I feel like they'd have to clear out this mound and then put supports for a concrete pour, or maybe they're gonna. I don't know how they're gonna raise it up. Like if they're gonna put just dirt there, filling up the dirt all the way into the black line, or what. But this is what it looks like right now. Remember, this area will be the shuttle area that the shuttle currently drops you off over there by the Dodger store. It's gonna relocate over here, and maybe that's when the hotel construction will start. Who knows? But yeah, this whole process is very interesting to me. We're gonna also overlay some of the permits and site plans that Parks fans dropped a while ago, last year actually, before this project started. I'm really trying to figure out what's going on here. So very excited. Right now, here's the latest construction update. Not too much different from the last week, but something that is very different is iFly. Also, a quick programming note before I go to Mr. Barbecue. No, a lot of people, or sometimes people say they can't hear, the volume is low. So I'm trying something different with the mic. I usually have the fluffy thing off, but I've seen some content creators take the little fluffy thing off the microphone, and they sound pretty loud to me. So I'm trying that. Let me know in the comments below if it still seems quiet or loud. When I run it back on the video before I upload it to YouTube, it's pretty loud. But YouTube, and I've seen this on other people's videos as well, YouTube like not mutes it, but it like quiets it down. I don't know why during the processing. Maybe it just quiets it down. So I'm trying to take the fluffy thing off. So maybe that makes a difference. Let me know if it's too quiet or too loud. Also, shout out to everyone that was watching on TV. I can't believe 31% of you watch my videos on a TV. So that's why I'm also going to try to make these vlogs maybe a little bit longer, so it feels like you're watching like an episode of a TV show rather than just like a quick little 8-minute video, you know? Mr. Barbecue has some signage up. Look at that. Last update, they just had construction walls up. Now they have the signage up. They said this is OC's #1 Korean barbecue. Now, my wife here, the wizardess, who was with me, she went to the car because I told her I had to walk all the way to iFly, and she's like, I don't want to do all that. Totally feel we just had a fantastic meal, they just said. So she's off to the car in the nice warm car because it's a little cold out here. She's relaxing and chilling. So she said, though, she thinks that she can't, or they can't do like the self-serve version of the Korean barbecue here, you know, where you make the food yourself, because she says she thinks it would take too long. She thinks like this would be too popular, and the Korean barbecue would be too popular, and people would take too long making their own food. But I don't think there's any other way you can do Korean barbecue. I mean, I'm not a big Korean barbecue fan, so you can let me know in the comments below. Do you think this will be a self-serve one? The one, if you look at Mr. Barbecue, the one in OC, it's just in the shopping mall or strip mall. That is the regular self-serve all-you-can-eat Korean barbecue. This is all-you-can-eat Korean barbecue. But my wife says this won't be. She doesn't think this could be self-serve because the operations would be terrible. Again, I don't know. I'm not a Korean barbecue fan, but I think. I mean, I haven't seen Korean barbecue any other way. I don't think you can do it without being self-serve, but we'll have to see. Either way, it's coming soon, and I think it is coming soon because they're working pretty fast on this. Again, I hope they add like a decorative element. Remember, Johnny Rockets had the hamburger there, so I hope Korean barbecue adds something over there. Maybe like a bowl of Korean barbecue. I don't know, something. As a decorative element over here, because I like, again, like I said, I like the neon stuff and all the flashy Times Square type stuff, in CityWalk, and I want more, not less. So we'll have to see. But hopefully Korean barbecue does open pretty soon. Wow, the NBA store is actually pretty cool. It has some pretty awesome signage here. Much better than Abercrombie and Kids did over here. I mean, look at this. This is what I'm talking about, the Times Square type of the bubblegumpy stuff going on here, all the lights and stuff. We got the NBA store logo there. So it's a nice little basketball with the little NBA store sign for this side entrance. I assume there'll be another massive NBA logo on the main entrance, and maybe even another basketball as well. But this is pretty awesome. I actually really like, I really do like this iteration here, and I'm excited to walk in the NBA store. A lot of progress is happening on this, so I mean, I heard this is going to open in 2026, but maybe it'll open sooner. Over at the Raising Cane's, a lot of work is happening still on the front, like all this material here. They're moving pretty fast here. And at the bathrooms, the rumored bathrooms area, it looks like they're doing some plumbing over there. They just finished up with some plumbing, so maybe these can open soon. Well, not open soon. It looks like there's still a lot of work to be happening, but hopefully they get to moving in and get these walls out of here. Over here at the iFly area, we have vertical construction. And finally, after months of nothing really happening here, awesome to see vertical construction in this particular area. And again, I'll be doing a deep dive and going downstairs as well to see the connection point from Curious George for this new security hub on Sunday, that video will be coming out on Wednesday, 2 days after this one. But super excited to see work happening here. Very, very curious to see what this one will look like, because I didn't expect these walls to be so tall like this. So maybe it's just to block out like a divider between the back lot, because the behind there's the tech services building, which is going to be rebuilt in the Z lot. New permits were filed for that just earlier this month. So that eventually, that building behind there is going to get demolished eventually for theme park expansion or hotel expansion or a second hotel or something. But it won't be needed anymore in like a year or two. So very, very interesting there. You can see the building number is at 65 something, 651. But yeah, so that's very interesting. So maybe this is just a giant wall to like act as a divider between the back lot and CityWalk. But we'll see. Again, stay tuned for that deep dive in the next video. Press that subscribe button. So that is it for this big update. I mean, very big update here at Universal Studios Hollywood. So much going on. I absolutely love it. Again, stay tuned for that deep dive because, again, some of these security entrances will have to close for the new security hubs. What's this? Hold on. What is that? Is that new? Or maybe I just haven't noticed it. What is it? It says something. I have to go downstairs. But do I want to go downstairs? I think that's the lid store, right? No, that's the Production Central store. But interesting. Let me go ahead and let me go down. I don't know what that is. Let me see what that is. Okay, so it is. It's lids. That's what I thought. So yeah, Mega Movie Summer over there, and yeah, lids over here. But that's cool. I never noticed those. I'm not usually here at nighttime, so that's why. But never noticed that. That's pretty cool. So back to what I was saying before. Let me know what your favorite project is going on right now. What are you most excited for? Here is a better shot of the NBA store. From the ground floor, it looks absolutely fantastic. I really, really like this. Hi guys, thank you so much for joining me on my theme park adventure today. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button, press subscribe, so you never miss a magical update. Also, make sure to turn on that notification bell so you know exactly when the next video is coming. Want some more exclusive theme park wizard content? Well, guess what? You can become a YouTube member. I just to be multiple new YouTube membership tiers. You can press subscribe plus down below for exclusive content, or you can become a Patreon member for exclusive videos, early access to videos, member-only live streams, and more. And don't forget to visit themeparkwizard.com for awesome theme park stories throughout the entire week. But until then, until next time, stay magical, stay curious, and I'll see you at the theme parks.